Tina is an absolute inspiration. She is full of so much information. She's often my go-to when I'm helping people navigate these really, really difficult divorces. As she says, she survived a Category 5 divorce hurricane.
I would say it started when my nanny called and said the IRS was on our front porch, and they locked all of our bank accounts, froze everything. I had been kept in the dark about our finances, and we had been married about 6.5 years. I found out we were $1.6 million in debt behind my back, and that really started a 6-month process of losing my home, my business, my car, everything I knew, and my marriage. And then the divorce process started. I remember feeling like I was in the twilight zone because I thought you go into court and you just tell the truth, and that everyone is there to collectively protect children. And I looked like a deer in headlights that first day in court. I remember my judge saying at one point, "You married this man, and not only did you go on to have one child with him, you chose to have a second child with him. This is not my mess to clean up." I could not depend on these people to protect my kids, and that I really had to adjust how I was thinking about the family court system. It was instant radical acceptance that this is the reality of the system I'm in. These people consider these to be business transactions. It's not personal for them. These are case numbers and not human lives. And I had to pause for a few days. That one really took a while. And I would go to them and I would say, "This is what's happening. He's lying to me about where my kids are during his parenting time." He would give addresses in gated communities. I was having to find realtor friends to take me into those communities and prove that this address was not real. It was an empty dirt lot. And putting these things in front of the court, and all they would do is say, "Here's minors counsel. We're going to appoint somebody." And I would be filled with hope that this person is going to take the time that the court doesn't have to investigate these issues. And each time they appointed somebody, it ended up being a waste of time, a waste of money, a waste. I would get hopeful and then crash again and just feel completely defeated. Like no one is going. I remember visually looking at my little girls' faces every time I put them in the car with this man and memorizing what they were wearing, their faces, because I knew he was in such a dark spiral that I believed he would drive my kids over a cliff just because he knew that was the number one way to hurt me. And so I was driven by desperation constantly. And I still believe those feelings were very valid. I still believe it's a miracle my kids are safe today.
Join the Dr. Ramani Network today.